stadium. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Dennis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Louisiana's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Raging Cajuns line up the away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So LSU's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense gets set for second down. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll do it himself. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down mark was.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air, it's Grant. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Punt is on its way. He makes the catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll run play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Using his legs, it's Rockwell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the air, it's Grant. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let it go. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the toss. Creates a little space. There he goes. Touchdown, LSU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Grant. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Turning it off! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years that can...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know I'll...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. To the air, it's Lacey. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Raging Cajuns. And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. That's reeled in. It's Berry. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to pass, it's Lacey. On over the middle, it's Green. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. In the red area, it's Durham. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Looking for the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Rockwell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick tempo here for the offense. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Rockwell. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Got a man. It's Watkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Raging Cajuns will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He's dragged down. As they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Lsu. Here's the pressure. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Trying play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Using the quick game. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. He's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the bootleg. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dennis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One final play before the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To throw, it's Howard. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. And the returner will be dragged down. Will run the offense out onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Lsu. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dennis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To the air, it's Howard. It's on target and complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. They'll give it to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice the...
Oh, he's got some breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Howard. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that stage